Well, it's finally happened. The title is very much as it is. The VODs are finally stopping. Judgment Day, October 23rd. The Milkbag man himself came forth in deciding on uploading the VODs himself. It's Smithy's Minus channel, by the way, that he decided on doing. First thing, all the VODs are going to be unlisted, so to anyone who's got playlists like this and has some, in the videos, don't worry about them being privated. I mentioned this in the DMs and he seems to have objected. He's mostly using it to archive and see the stream dates so you can put it in the descriptions. But the more obvious reason is that it doesn't show in the videos in the search and that actually he's gonna get all the views, because that's the whole point. Before I go into context, shout out to that one person that foresaw the hint I gave on the last VOD. And random fact, this isn't the first time I've spoken in a video, done that on my main channel long time ago. Anyways, for context, this whole VODing thing started because I couldn't stop replaying their Warzone videos as background noise while I'm working or doing such stuff. It's just some of the best calm and chaotic stuff to put in the background next to, well, the rest of the gang. They're just some of the best people on the internet, for no doubt. After being introduced from one of his Warzone Smitty Plus videos, the one with the rose skins ones, I was looking at the VOD stuff on his Twitch wondering if he'd eventually upload them on YouTube, knowing that they'll be gone in 2 months later. Initially I held back, wondering if it was even something I want to do just because it's for my own pleasure. But then next day happened and whatever stream that was before the Warzone but Grizzy is late videos was capished. I was like, nah, this is not gonna happen. So that's when I was starting to just upload them on my secondary channel. And no way I was gonna store them locally eventually because it was gonna be like something like a terabyte given how each Twitch VOD would be like 5 to 8 GB. Initially, I wanted this to be a low tide VOD plays garnering tens or hundreds views at most. But then sometime about this year's summer, it just blew out of proportion. It's obvious that YouTube's algorithm tailored for longer videos view time kicked into action and started recommending them and put the videos on autoplay for y'all pretty much. And as such, many angry and thankful comments came forth. I mean, I still don't know why people came to the conclusion that my stuff is monetized. There's a plethora of ways to know of this, browser extensions, description, and even just playing the video without ad blocker if you have it enabled. So that's why I was confused why it's still happening to me this day. Just some new comments just causing the accusation. But thankfully, there's a great amount of you just coming to close that bullshit in the comments, so I'm grateful that I don't have to clarify this to every single schmuck that brings that up, even though I eventually started to put the clarification in the description, but YouTube, barely anyone reads that. Now on to the next thing, regarding the small amount of times I've bought from channels like Puffer or Grizzy. For Puffer, I only found out recently from Smithy that he's actually got a VOD channel himself, so I went ahead and unlisted the 2 uploads. But for Grizzy, Smithy actually said he's fine with the other people VODing his stuff, unless Grizzy starts a VOD channel too. So for the few VODs I have, I'll be leaving them up. But there are other channels like AstroZ that VOD, so I'll be cross-checking to see whatever is not VODed and uploading as such. Because admittedly, I sometimes need those Nelly Belly beer at times. Also, I want to talk about why I didn't make a dedicated channel for these VODs in the first place. Initially, I was thinking I'd VOD probably like 20 streams under the impression I move on to watching another streamer. But here we are after about 100 VODs, and just when I was thinking of doing this, I didn't want to move the uploads already established with all the comments and viewerships. Now, this subsequently changed my secondary dump channel into an anything that goes place, and with some VODs tossed in, mostly VODs obviously. So it was confusing people when a new upload would be something else than a VOD. But hey, at least this way, with all the VODs going away, at least it can go back to what it was before. By the way, for anyone wondering how I download these streams with ease, Twitch Leecher, which is a great program, had no issues. Fun fact, I've only ever catched up on Smithy live about twice so far, so there was no way I was gonna stop my day, whatever it was, maybe somewhere in the middle of the days or just randomly like 4 a.m. local time, and to hit record. Now I gotta admit, the timing couldn't be better with the last Warzone stream being the last VOD I'll be posting until handing it over to the actual Milkbag himself. I mean, pretty much stopping at this era, starting at Warzone, dying with Warzone 1.0 that is. So yeah, good stuff. Anyways, again, thank you for all the support once again. Also, just for funsies, I want to see literally 10 people subscribe left about a week's time, so people can just come and see and it's like, oh, these unsubscribing, this is a useless channel. I just want to see the subscriber counter fall to the pit. So yeah, guess I'll catch ya in Smithy Minus. So see ya, schmucks.